This video was originally supposed to be about a different VR game than Beat Saber. I won't tell you the game because I'm still saving it for later, although these two games do have their similarities, I'm gonna be honest. Anyways, as I loaded in to record some of the footage for this original game, I thought, you know what, I haven't played VR in a while. I should probably try playing some Beat Saber to warm up. Well, it ended up being a multi-hour session where I played until I was exhausted. And I never got around to actually getting any footage. Well, I did get some Beat Saber footage, so why not? Humans seem to innately have this urge to break things, and more specifically, break blocks. No, I'm serious, it goes all the way back to the days of Atari Breakout, maybe even further, and then this style of game was reincarnated as the literal most popular game of all time, Minecraft. Of course, Minecraft goes deeper than monkey break blocks, game theory can tell you that, but you get the basis. Another thing humans seem to like, and not all of us like this, but everyone can agree they're cool, is glowing magical swords of light. Yeah. In fact, one of the most popular movie franchises of all time was somewhat based on this. Music is the third thing humans really like. In fact, it's pretty much a universal experience. It is, quite frankly, difficult to not like some music. Everyone has listened to some form of music, and I don't think there's anyone who truly does not like any music. So someone, at some point, said, you know, what if we made a game where you break blocks, but with magical glowing swords, and we put it to music? And then, they went and did it in virtual reality. So welcome to Enimity Vids, my name is Enimity, and today I'm going to be talking about Beat Saber, one of the few wildly popular VR games that seems to have broken free of the virtual reality and even gaming community circles. And now people that I know who don't really even play video games much, not to mention VR, have told me they know about Beat Saber. Beat Studios, the studio behind Beat Saber, is also one of the only VR game studios to make a literal billion-dollar game. And there's a pretty good reason for Beat Saber's success. As I mentioned before, something about dual-wielding lightsabers and cleaving through things with practically no resistance to a beat just scratches whatever primordial itch that's embedded in our brains. The game is relatively simple at a first glance. Red is your left hand, blue is your right, and the blocks are color-coded to which ones you need to slice with what hand. There are arrows on the blocks that tell you which way to slice, left, right, up, down, or any way you want if it's a dot. Avoid the walls by dodging and moving around, and don't slice the bombs. Some music plays to listen to something while you slice, and generally speaking, the notes line up very well with when you hit a block. It's a little hard to explain, but sometimes where a block or a sequence of blocks is placed, it can feel like it matches up perfectly with the song. Slicing through a block is legitimately satisfying. The little bit of haptic feedback when your controller jostles is just enough to feel like you struck something, but it doesn't overdo it and you just glide right through. After a while of playing, you get pretty used to taking in what color, position, way you need to slice the block and being able to respond in a split second. However, Beat Saber is best played when your arms aren't tired because otherwise they will lag behind a bit and it will cause a ton of issues while I played. If you've played virtual reality a bit and you've got a decent reaction time, you'll be able to pick up the harder songs before you even know it. And honestly feels badass to be able to slice two glowing sticks of pure light like katanas and react incredibly quickly to the giant blocks flying at you, even if you do look like an idiot in the real world. If you have bad hand-eye coordination, this will probably help you with that. Unless, of course, it's something you can't medically change with practice, I wouldn't know. My hand-eye coordination is way better than my foot-eye coordination, or whatever that would be called. I spend way more time with my hands and arms in games like these than I do in any competitive sports requiring any fancy footwork. I do believe that I have the best hand-eye coordination out of my immediate family, as they'll throw something at me and I will be able to immediately catch it. Not to brag or anything. Of course, I would like to mention that compared to the greater Beat Saber die-hard community, I suck at this game. In my first couple of songs, I can play really well, usually being able to beat successfully many harder songs on Expert Plus. Although, just afterwards, my hands begin to tire and I begin to fail way more at the game. So keep that in mind when I say that my hand-eye coordination is so good, oh my gosh. I really mean that I may be average and my family is just below average. I have noticed that playing Beat Saber is similar to riding a bike. Not for any of the health benefits riding a bike has, although you do get a workout, but because me and a couple other people I know seem to be able to jump in Beat Saber months or sometimes even years after playing VR at all, and being able to play the game incredibly well. It seems to just become instinctual even after a long time from playing the game. After a few times of playing a song, you pick up the movements you need to do and repeat at certain points in the song. Country Rounds, for instance, has a very distinct pattern of blocks at very specific points in the song. Similar parts of the song have similar movement patterns. Anyways, I'm sure you have been watching in horror at my terrible gameplay this whole time, so I'll go ahead and end this video now. This has been a short one. Watch out for that other VR video because unlike this one, it won't be one of my 5 or 6 flagship videos that are all going to go up about 1 minute apart from each other. More content is on the way. I have tons of video ideas, VR and non-VR. If you've watched this far in the video, that means you probably enjoyed. Or you left your browser tab open and fell asleep, but I'm going to go with you enjoyed the video, and that means you should hit the like and subscribe buttons. However, if that very enticing offer does not convince you, and I never see you again, thank you for your valuable time in this modern world we live in today where everyone is fighting for everyone else's attention. This here is a video YouTube thinks you will enjoy, so maybe click that and comment if they were right. Anyways, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, it's about 11:30 at night, and I need to get some sleep.